Hey guys, this is my review on Tpot 7, and I can say that I am very disappointed and feel kinda weird after this episode. But overall it was good episode, it was just some things that bother me which kinda keeps this episode on the low for me, but it was really good. Let's start with the good, then we will start with my main problems. I liked how this episode took a more serious approach than a silly Aporo. It felt very interesting and it finally felt nice seeing the characters have arcs. Tpot 7 felt refreshing because it focused on other characters than the same old golf ball and some other people. I also liked how the Exiters finally appeared and the Tpot recommend characters. But I know mainly y'all are here to hear my biggest disappointments with this episode, so let's get started with the bad. Also warning, this is my opinion. If you can't handle the heat, please just scroll. Let's talk about bias towards teams. Both hatred bias and writing bias, and those teams will be teammates being the writer's favorites and the S being the writer's least favorites. Let's talk about teammates. They literally haven't lost since Tpot 3. Even with the addition of 2 teams getting eliminated and all of the teams, they decided to put the S who literally just lost last episode and Just Not. Even though Just Not did had a long run without getting last, which was Tpot 4. I still think Are You Okay was the better option here. It's unfair to me how golf ball and tennis ball are always placed into these extremely good teams who barely went up for elimination versus other characters who keep getting up for elimination. It sucks, and the only reason teammates being favorited because of Pin and Coiny. The other characters faded in the background, making them easy outs like Gady, who I literally haven't seen since Tpot 2, and the S. Every other team had an episode dedicated to them versus the S literally has nothing going for them except for now, but it's only towards winner. No other character from the S is getting spotlight, and it's making Mehmet a little bit. But now let me get with the 2 characters that have the least votes right now, which is Cake and Rocky, and I think they have been done dirty. Cake and Rocky are my 2 favorite characters, but let me go over how they messed up Cake in Tpot 7. Cake wasn't doing much in Tpot 7. It's sad how they set Cake up because if episode was about price tag, Pillow was already popular. Bombi, Nickel and Book were just in BFDIA 6, and it kinda wasn't fair because without BFDIA 6 I think Cake would have survived. And now Rocky. Now discarding how you feel about Rocky, I think it's unfair for him to up for elimination for times in a row and still do nothing. BFDIA 5, BFDIA 6, Tpot 6 and Tpot 7. And not only that, the writers threw him under the bus, basically saying to vote him out with clock, saying it was not his fault and Rocky should have went, and very coincidentally, the S loses back-to-back. That was basically saying to vote out Rocky, which is unfair no matter on our views on Rocky. Because Clock and now Elo face lost for the team, but no one is saying anything about that. I can go on and on, but my main point has been said. And this kinda puts Tpot 7 down for me, even though I love the change to being more serious and more arcs. I love the episodes. But the small things kinda makes me feel a very weird type of way. It's kinda like Flower in BFB. But that's been my review. Subscribe.